Now I gotta ride or die.
Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to a very snotty me, currently going through some sort of, I don't know, flu related nonsense that I got from the plane on the way back from Spain. But today, as you can see in the background, I'm going to show you this to start the day, mainly because I've seen this car for years driving around the Isle of Wight, my local, obviously, towns and stuff, and I've never actually got a chance to look round it. It is probably one of the oddest spec M3s I've ever seen in my entire life, and I want to show you guys it. It's actually being prepped for a full detail at the moment with Jason at JW, so I wanted to actually capture it before it really got into the workshop and stuff, so we have some time with it, because again, I've never really seen too many like this one, because it is spec'd very oddly, in my opinion, very, very oddly, mainly because of the colour and the spec interior and just various things that I've noticed while actually going around it pre this video. And yeah, it's a very, very odd spec. I'm going to say it's probably one of the weirdest specs I've seen. I've just looked on some various selling pages that are selling pretty much exactly the same cars like this, and one of them is £50,000. Whether that's right or not, I'm not too sure why it's £50,000. Relatively low mileage one, but this one's got about 82,000 miles on it. Don't know how many owners. I'm assuming it's relatively low owner because I've seen it for many, many years around the Isle of Wight. But we will show you around this, because I think starting today with this car is key. So it's actually a Phoenix yellow, or the goldy variant of the colour. And if I'm honest, it's aged weirdly, because it looks like in person the actual colour of the arches and stuff are slightly different. Whether this car's been parked for a while, I'm not too sure. But as you can see, the bumpers, this is no discretion to the owner and stuff, but the bumpers are a slightly different colour to the actual bodywork. Not sure if that's aftermarket paint, but it looks like relatively standard paint. But as you can see, there's actually marks and sort of different bits and bobs around the car to indicate, I'm assuming, that the car may have been parked for a while. Not too sure, but as you can see from this side angle, the wheels are actually the smaller, less desirable wheels that you would find on maybe lesser spec'd BMW. So this wasn't actually spec'd, in my opinion, maybe from the factory, with big wheels on it, which is odd. And it's got this really odd spoiler that I haven't seen on too many M3s, or, you know, mainly BMW products from this generation. Maybe lesser models would have had that. Hi Jason, he's got a haircut, look at this. Oh yeah, I'm just introducing everyone to probably the weirdest spec M3 in the world.
When it turned up yesterday,
It's odd, mate.
I imagine saffron gold was like a wow colour in the showroom.
I thought this was Phoenix yellow.
Oh, is
Phoenix gold, Phoenix yellow, Phoenix gold. This is what I'm saying. It's the, because on camera I'm really not sure what the colour is. It's the oddest colour. I can't work it out because on camera it looks different to what we're looking at.
Look at this side.
It's different.
That's what I'm talking about.
Here,
I swear Phoenix had more yellow, more gold in it, and saffron had more green.
yeah, I'm convinced this is green and yellow, and this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. No disrespect to the owner, but it's aged oddly, in my opinion. Maybe this is that colour.
Her name's Ursula as well.
Oh, is it? Oh, I see where the number plate. Yeah, I love that. I always thought it was your 51 plate BMW, but it's a 54 plate. It's an old, it's a later model one, which is quite cool. But I was saying to everyone, the colour is weird, odd colour, but it's cool. You wouldn't spec it, but I like to see it. The wheels.
Do you realise she's had it from day one?
I was going to say this is a low owner one, maybe
No,
one.
she's had it from you.
Oh, it's an actual one owner. Right. Okay, now we're talking. That's why I've seen it for so many years as is. So this is a one owner car.
Yeah.
A one owner,
She
80,000
said to
miles.
us over this year, she wants to get it back to OEM perfect. So we're doing stages by stages. We're going to do.
Right.
Today is all about the cabriolet roof, the seal up, the safety of keeping the car dry, and then cleaning the interior, and then seeing where we're after that.
Right.
Phase 2, paint correction. Phase 3,
Just getting it nice,
respraying
guys.
the bumpers and the
Right,
bumpers.
get ya.
Whilst we're doing that, she wants the wheels done. So
Okay.
it's literally going to be. Well, she said to me, like, this car went down and was worth £6,000,
And now it's gone back up.
It's climbing back up towards
Yeah.
where she would have bought the car
Well,
from.
I just looked at one on he just showed me one. £50,000 it was. Identical to that.
Yeah.
When did that happen?
Exactly.
When did that happen? I know this isn't a 50 grand car, don't get me wrong, but my God, it's on its way. I'm assuming, but we'll show you guys.
No previous owners.
No previous owners. We'll show you guys this though. Oddest combination of this colour and that interior. Now, what colour's the interior? Because on camera it looks. Oh, yellow?
Go on the back seats. The back seats are more original. These have been UV faded.
Right.
Which is why you're seeing hints of green coming through.
Okay. Right, there is.
I've explained to her yesterday that unfortunately the pigmentation is lifted from the seat.
Yeah.
So we're going to do a clean.
Oh, look at
And
this.
assess what will be with a repaint on the chairs.
Okay, no, understandable, like a re-dye sort of thing. Okay, cool. Well, I must admit, the front chairs do look a little bit more aged, but the back ones, again, below, let me know. It's sort of like a yellowy green colour. Probably one of the oddest colours I've ever seen, but with this paint, with the convertible top, what a way to spec a car. Don't get me wrong, I love the idea of this car and the way it's been spec'd, because you just wouldn't do it. And wood trim inside with the manual box. Super impressive spec, and something that, again, I don't think anybody would have the balls these days to go in and actually spec themselves. Really, really interesting car in my opinion, because you just don't see it. You don't see M3s like this. And at the end of the day, a one owner 80,000 mile car. You can even see, I'm assuming again, that it's been not necessarily sat, but it's been disused for a while, and obviously this is the sort of come up for this car, and we're going to try and follow this actually as much as we can. Even, I'm assuming the number plates are probably from day one. Even the badge, look at the badge, we'll just show you guys the badge. It's been on there since day one and not been touched, and I'm assuming the car's just been driven and maybe been sat through COVID, I'm not too sure. We'll get a bit more information. We'll just go in the driver's seat and show you guys. Yeah, 80,000 miles, wood trim with this colour interior. It's like the oddest colour interior with this paint. Mate, I'm not sure. I sort of like it. It's the sort of car that I would have, mainly because you don't see this colour. It's not an individual, I've noticed either. Yeah, I'm excited to see this reincarnation of this car. I did genuinely think it was a low owner one, and there we go, on camera we got it. One owner, 80,000 mile M3, and I'm assuming it's not for sale, but this could be something that would be worth loads of money soon. I know the convertible will put many people off, like the SMG does on some of them, but for me, I think this is super cool. What a way to spec an M3, something that these days people don't have the balls to do stuff like this, and that's why I think it's super cool, if I'm honest. I really, really like that car. So as you can see, the car is actually cleaned down now, ready to go in the inside, in the bay. Again, moving, look at the colour. Mate, I'm about the colour. Maybe it's me just being super weird about old cars that have some sort of cool factor. I like it. I appreciate it. I think it looks good, and it's really, again, hard to find an unmolested, one owner, relatively good mileage M3 these days. Now we're going to end today's video outside in the sun next to the M4, because I have a question for you guys. Would you rather have the BMW that I put in this video, the goldy yellowy colour convertible manual, or would you have an M4? Because in the not so distant future, these cars are going to meet in price. This one and that M3 you've just seen, the come up for them is up, the downfall of these is down. There's a lot of these in the market. They are becoming, you know, easy to finance. Few of them are getting crashed, of course, because that's just how M cars go. Just like the E46 era, a lot of them were crashed at the time. But yeah, would you rather have my M4, say, for the money, or would you rather have, you know, something that is coming up like a 46, or coming down like this F82? M4. It's an interesting discussion I like to have with you guys, especially on values, because that car is easy to PCP and stuff. You can get into it pretty easily, but an M3 is going to be harder for you to finance. So if you had the physical money, would you go for the M4 or would you go for the 46 M3? But we're going to end today's video on that note. Leave a comment below, let me know your thoughts, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.